All right. So last time I said, first of all, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? It's Mike Brown, host of the Art of Letting Go. Shit, at this point in my life, full time creative. And I set my timer for 10 minutes. Last time I got called out for going over 12 minutes. And also, my audio wasn't that great. I wasn't even tripping because I just wanted to get started. So this video should have better audio. And yeah, this is week 2 of the Artist Way. I've been doing these recaps just to document my own journey with it. And this week was reflective for me. I realized that I am doing a lot of the things that I said I wanted to do, which was like essentially get paid off my creativity. Everything that I've learned in doing a podcast, like from editing videos to recording, producing, all of that stuff, I'm actually getting paid for it. I got about 4 clients that I'm working with. So shout out to me. But all of these creative skills that I developed for myself, I'm using them to get paid. And that's what I essentially wanted to do. Like last year, that was one of my biggest goals, was to be a full-time creative entrepreneur, and I'm living that right now. So I had to take some time to acknowledge it, and I'm really enjoying the journey because I'm starting to see myself and my mindset shift. And I have to super credit my affirmations. I was reading my affirmations this week and in thought about just why are so many of them money driven, and I'm acknowledging like that's the space where I have to do the most work right now. And just in my journey in general, like, affirmations about self-worth and stuff like that. Like I've done them in the past and they've worked for me, but I think in this phase of my life, in this era of my life, I don't need that. I really need to feel my value as a creative entrepreneur, and they've been helping. And the more I've been saying them, the more I really been believing them. There was a point last year where I was saying my affirmations and they just didn't feel authentic to me. I was saying a bunch of shit and it was like, why is this not connecting? Why is this not resonating? And what do I need right now? What do I have to give myself for this time of my life? And like I said, it has been the affirmations of like money flows to me. I'm a creative that gets paid for my work. I do clearly remember a lot of them, but I don't know if I feel like just saying them all out loud right now. Some of the exercises that stood out for me in doing this were like naming 20 things that I like to do, because it was hard. It was hard, but I did come up with 20 things. And the 2 that I chose to do this week, and I still haven't done them, but I still have tomorrow because I'm actually going to yoga class tomorrow. But I wanted to spend some time doing yoga and also people watching. And I feel like I have been taking some time to people watch. I enjoy just people watching. I had this list and just recognizing how many things I hadn't done in a while, and wanting to take some time to really nurture myself in that way of putting some effort into doing them. There was a life pie exercise this week that I did, and it made me realize like just the spaces in my life where I feel unbalanced. And the 3 that I felt most unbalanced in were exercise, family and friends, and play. And yeah, I think I could definitely put a better effort into connecting with my family and my friends. You know, being in New Jersey, I'm not used to not having a car, and that's not an excuse, but it does feel a little harder to get around to see people, or people getting around to see me. Like everybody that I'm connected to lives in New York, and I can also do a better job of connecting with people where I live, inserting myself in more community. And I think I've been doing a good job too of playing more, like just acknowledging that I hadn't been putting enough time into like taking time to just be, or taking time to just do something non-work. I've been, you know, going out to eat. What did I do yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I went to like a random restaurant bar, and they have really good music playing, and that was nice to just be somewhere I'd never been before, and just being in the space and not worrying about what I have to edit, what I have to do. and that felt good. And as far as the exercise, like I've been going to the gym. I think when I lived in LA, I was so active, and I'm trying not to compare myself to who I was. Like it's challenging to have seen yourself one way and to be in a place of like comparing. Like I'm acknowledging like I'm older now, not that much older, but I am maturing, so it is a little harder to get out and go play basketball. Like, I gotta find new activities to do, and that's what I've been doing, work around. And yeah, those are the three areas that I felt like I could really use the most work, and I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Something else that came up for me. I know last week I said I was having a hard time sleeping because I wasn't creating, and I've been putting energy into creating. I started the week off making some music. I've been taking the weekends. Like today is Saturday, so I'm gonna make some music today, and I probably should film it. I probably should film it so I could share what I'm doing as I'm creating in this creative process. Uh, I have not taken myself on a date yet, and that's okay, because I still have tomorrow to do it before I start my next week of the artist way. But yeah, I brought the book down too, just so I could try to see and make sure I don't forget nothing. But yeah, this week was about recovering a sense of identity. And that resonates with me a lot right now because what's been coming up for me the most this week is really looking at who I am today and also just what I feel connected to from my journey and what I've had to release. Like, I'm also reading a separate book called The Pivot Year, and I'm seeing just things in my life that I'm truly ready to let go of in order to keep progressing in the journey. I see, just ways of thinking and behaviors and just patterns that have kind of just been there and have just been kind of like in a cycle and in a loop that I'm ready to release and just progress. It's been coming up for me a lot to stop drinking, stop smoking weed, and not that I'm just heavy in consumption, but I do feel a difference in when I'm smoking weed and when I'm not. And I don't know, it's a new month. Today is February 1st, and I might just take the month to take an indefinite break on smoking and just see what comes out of that. Living a creative life the artist way. Why not try to create more of what I want? Because, the 1 month that I did take the month to just focus on creativity and just spend the month totally sober, I made like 40 beats in August. So I'm like, I see what my output is like when I'm not under those influences and just completely sober. And I want to experience more of that. I want to experience more of that so I can get to where I need to go, because I got goals. I got dreams. Shit, I could save all of that for when I'm traveling and shit. Oh man, I'm almost at time. So I'm going to end this so I stick to my commitment of 10 minutes. But yeah, this is week 2 for me of the artist way, and that's kind of what came up for me. Yeah, but I'm gonna share some of my some of my creations as I go through this process, and maybe some of my artist dates to hopefully inspire some people to try to book out, try to journey, but also shit to document this shit for myself. So let me end this time. Peace.